The emergence of the highly mutated Omicron variant underlines just how perilous and precarious our situation is. South Africa and Botswana should be thanked for detecting, sequencing, and reporting this variant, not penalized. Indeed, Omicron demonstrates just why the world needs a new accord on pandemics. Our current system disincentivizes countries from alerting others to threats that will inevitably land on their shores. We don't yet know whether Omicron is associated with more transmission, more severe disease, more risk of reinfections, or more risk of evading vaccines. Scientists at WHO and around the world are working urgently to answer these questions. We shouldn't need another wake-up call. We should all be wide awake to the threat of this virus. But Omicron's very emergence is another reminder that although many of us might think we're done with COVID-19, it's not done with us. We're living through a cycle of panic and neglect. Hard-won gains could vanish in an instant. Our most immediate task, therefore, is to end this pandemic. Indeed, our ability to end this pandemic is a test of our collective ability to prevent, respond effectively to future pandemics, because the same principles apply. The same principles: courageous and compassionate leadership, fidelity to science, generosity in sharing the fruits of research, and an unshakable commitment to equity and solidarity. If we cannot apply those principles now to tame COVID-19, how can we hope to prevent history repeating? And we cannot end this pandemic unless we solve the vaccine crisis. In less than a year, almost 8 billion vaccines have been administered around the world, the largest vaccination campaign in history. More than a year ago, before the first vaccines were approved, WHO and our partners established the ACT Accelerator, COVAX, and CETAP to facilitate equitable access to vaccines, tests, treatments, and PPE. And we have shown that these mechanisms work. COVAX has now shipped more than 550 million vaccine doses, including almost 250 million doses in the last 2 months, more than it shipped in the first 7 months of this year.